Whose wrench is this?
I don't know. Nobody's?
It's in a dumb spot.
Okay, so day 3 of make 2 square bodies into 1 is going quite well. I was absent for day 2, but Tom and Garrett made some good progress on the truck. They got the hood on, they got the doors all aligned. Tom, how did that go?
Great. It was like 40 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Doors aligned, hoods on, beds done, fenders shimmed.
They done got shimmed.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. We did a little bit of painting on here. These doors shut pretty mint. Check this out. Well, I gotta not limp wrist it. Look at that. How nice that is. Mine doesn't even do that. Okay, so what we're doing first here is we need to tighten up the steering gear hardware, because when you hop in, you'd turn the wheel, the steering gear would bounce like all over the place. It wasn't anywhere remotely being tight, so Tom Bone is getting his old torque stick, yamming that bad boy under there. He's going to torque it down to 75 foot-pounds. I think 70 to 80-ish is roughly where you want to be, but can't really see where the bolts are, but there's 4 of them under there. So if you want a little bit more of an in-depth explanation of some of this steering gear stuff, like the locations of bolts and just general installation of that, you can check out the old K10 steering gear swap video up in the corner. Alright, so Tom Bone got that gear tightened up and torqued down so it doesn't play around and bounce anymore. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jack up the front end of this thing, and probably we might as well pull both the front wheels, honestly. And we're going to start pulling tie rods out and the drag link out. So a pretty important part of getting your drag link correct here is making sure that you have your steering wheel straight from the get-go. So go ahead and do that. We don't really show that here, but we show the adjustment of the drag link itself. So right here, what we're doing is we're just kind of roughly eyeballing where straight is off the hub, kind of basing that off the fender. It's not the most accurate, obviously, eyeballing it off the fender, but you can take up the rest of the slack when you start to align it, or take it to the alignment shop, what have you. We align it with some long acre alignment plates like we did on the K10, so we were able to get that all lined up pretty well, and the steering wheel was nice and straight. So, and then when you get it all adjusted out where you want it, go ahead and just lock down the clamps on your drag link. With our tie rods here, we started off with a base length from our original tie rods, and then after that we aligned it like I stated before, and we set it up as 1/8 inch toed in. That's, I think, pretty stock standard for these pickups to begin with. I did the same thing on my K10. It tracks pretty damn well down the street, so we're pretty happy with it so far. Alright, first drive with all the new steering stuff.
So far,
Give it a little back and forth on the wheel. Oh yeah, dude. It actually has our first trip was a great success. We made it to the gas station down the road and back in one piece. The truck ran flawlessly. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we filmed all this stuff and got the truck together, and Tom's been driving that thing quite a bit, and he's really digging on it. The steering stuff helped out a whole crap ton. He's got the front bumper and headlights and everything in, and everything works in the truck, which is pretty damn cool. I think his biggest hill he's got to climb on this is finding some Waylon Jennings and David Allan Coe cassettes for the old cassette player in there. But yeah, past that, if you like these old squares, come on back. I'm sure there's going to be a couple more in the future. This one I'm sure will be wrenching on again, and you got my green one too. So if you like that, like, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Take care, guys.